What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Regrowth. Oh yeah, guys. So, last episode, we finally made the Certus Quartz Seeds, and I finally got them up to the 10-10-10 stage, and I just removed them because we don't really need to farm the essence at this point. We need to look at getting things automated. We need to look at a way to get fuel coming in so we can provide engines or dynamos or steam boilers or whatever with fuel so we can make steam, which will make power. So then we can get our Applied Energistics going and all of this stuff. So first things first, even though we do have the Certus Quartz Seeds, we're not going to be able to do Applied Energistics just yet. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start working towards the Forestry Multi Farms. Yeah, I believe those will be able to farm the magical crops. I haven't tested it. I really hope they'll be able to. I'm pretty sure they will, though. So anyway, we're going to be working towards that. So like we saw last episode, we have this fertilizer stuff here. And the way that we're going to be able to get this is through the saltpeter, sand, and dirt method. And the way we're going to get the saltpeter is through a crusher from Mekinism. So we're going to take gunpowder, which we can get 12 from 4 creeper essence. So yeah, we'll have unlimited gunpowder. The crusher will crush that into the saltpeter. Yeah, in order to make a crusher, though, in order to make this guy, we need some stuff. So we're going to need the steel casing, which is going to be osmium plate, refined steel, sheet of titanium. We're going to need these basic control circuits. So in order to get that, we need enriched iron. And in order to get enriched iron, we need a metallurgic infuser. All right, so that's another item. That's another item that we are going to need. So in order to get one of these, we're going to need some redstone chipsets, iron plates, steel casing, which is more titanium and refined steel, and osmium plates. All these things we can do pretty easily. We're going to need these redstone chipsets, and I believe we were given redstone chipsets already from one of our quests, but we can always make those with our lasers in the assembly table. We just need to provide these things with power, yeah, to get these. So we have 3 of those. We can use 2 to make the metallurgic infuser. I think it's time that we get some mechanism going here, guys. So the sheets of titanium you can do from a block of titanium on the blacksmith anvil to get 8 of those. So that's 9 ingots will equal 8 of these, or we can use the rolling machine and 4 ingots will equal 4 sheets of titanium. So this is a better way of doing it. You don't lose 1 piece of titanium. So this is the way we're going to get that stuff. So osmium plates, same kind of a thing. Rolling machine will give us the osmium plates. We do have plenty of osmium. I do believe last time I checked we had... yeah, we have nether osmium ore, which will turn into a lot of the osmium itself. I think we might have had some already smelt down to ingots. Either way, it doesn't really matter. We'll be able to get that stuff. And I do believe we have the osmium seeds as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of this stuff crafted out. We just need to roll out a lot of these different things. Let me get to it, guys. We'll start looking at making the metallurgic infuser and progressing from there and getting a little automated here in Regrowth. Alright guys, well I got some items prepared and I went ahead and I made the metallurgic infuser since that wasn't so difficult. We had pretty much everything made except for the osmium plates and the sheets of titanium. So yeah, we got this all completed now. I did make up a few more ingots of the refined steel because we are going to need that. But anyway, we needed our metallurgic infuser to make, what was it? The enriched iron. Yeah, so that is charcoal or compressed carbon or coal plus wrought iron ingots. Yeah, that'll make the metallurgic, or I'm sorry, that'll make the enriched iron in the metallurgic infuser. I don't know how much power this takes. It doesn't say. It does not say. One thing we should do, though, is we should get some more wrought iron being made up, because I think we're going to be running out of that stuff, if we even have any left. So where's our iron ingots? I know I had some. Oh, is it? They're on me? Okay, so there's that. Let's just keep 24 on us, and then we will grab some charcoal. All right, so we'll get this all smelting up in this while we do some other things. So there's that and that plus that. Yeah, and we'll get some wrought iron ingots. Cool. All right, so to make this, yeah, we need coal plus the wrought iron plus power in the metallurgic infuser. So I was trying to figure out what we're going to do for power. We were using the hobbyist steam engine, but this only produces like 16 RF per tick, and it takes a while for that to heat up. I think it might be an idea that we just go ahead and use our combustion engine since we have plenty of fuel. Wherever our fuel tanks are. I think yeah, this is a partial one. All right, so we got that. It's more creosote from our coke oven. All right, so we have that. We have the combustion engine. We're gonna need all the different things hooked up. We're gonna need another wooden engine probably to get the fuel from the tank into the combustion engine. I'm probably gonna use these cans for water. It just makes more sense. We can stack more instead of doing buckets at a time and all of that other nonsense. So we'll do the combustion engine plus all this. And then also I was looking for the crusher. We're gonna need an iron chipset for one. So that is iron plus redstone in the assembly table, and that requires 120,000 RF to make. Also, we're going to need some more redstone chipsets to get all these things going. And then we're going to need the carpenter from forestry to make these basic circuit boards. Yeah, so there's a few things that we need power for to go forward. I believe we already have some steel plates made up, so that's not a big deal. So anyway, let's go ahead and get some of this stuff set up here. Oh, you know what? I need levers. I keep running out of those because we're using those for some recipes. I should just go ahead and make up a few of those. We're going to need fire and earth. Yeah, we are pretty much out of charcoal, or I'm sorry, not charcoal, cobblestone as well. So there's that. There's some sticks. There's some levers. I can put the rest of this cobblestone away. Cool. So, temporary setup. This isn't going to be anything that's permanent. We need this set down so we can make some stuff. So let's just set this right here. Should be fine. So that's what the metallurgy confuser looks like. There's a lot of buttons on here. I haven't used Mekinism that much. I have used it a little bit, but not a whole lot. So it says 20 RF per tick, needing 8,000 RF. Okay, or I guess needed. All right, so let's put our combustion engine here, right? And then we can fill up our cans full of water. So I'll just go ahead and do that. And I think we can stick that in the fluid in slot so I don't have to worry about water for a minute. Oh, we're out of water there. Some of these are like full and some of them aren't. All right, there we go. All right, there's 32 of the water cans. Cool. We could probably do the same thing with fuel. I could just top up the fuel. Actually, that might make more sense. So I don't even have to hook up that wooden engine at all. Or I could bucket it out either way. I mean, these cans are rather inexpensive. Where is our tank? Set the tank down. Oh, you can't do that with the can. I thought you could. Okay, well, fine. Maybe I'll just use the bucket so we don't have to hook up that other thing. All right, bucket of fuel in there, and then I think we can either right-click the cans on there, or we can just place them right here. Yeah, that works just fine. I'll just do that. All right, so we got plenty of water in the combustion engine. We got some fuel that'll provide the power. Here's a redstone signal. Awesome. All right, so this is gaining power quite quickly. How much power does this thing make? I forget. I guess it doesn't. Oh, it says 60 RF per tick. Okay, cool. And then it shuts off, I guess, when it doesn't have any more power to give. All right, that's fine. So let us put in. We needed. What was it? The iron dust? I can't remember now. We need wrought iron ingots in there. Okay, and that makes the iron stuff. Okay, so we got plenty of the wrought iron. So how long? Oh, we also needed, what was it, charcoal or coal? Coal. All right, so let's grab some coal. Keep forgetting things. We put some coal in there with the wrought iron. I'm not sure how long each one of these takes, but it said that we needed like 2 of those, so. Is it doing something? Oh, it needed a few of the, okay, it needed a few of them in there before it did anything. I see. Oh, and that doesn't take so long at all. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And I know these Mekinism machines, like there are upgrades that you can put in them to make them use less fuel, or I guess less energy, and also to make them go faster. So that's something we might look at in the future. All right. Maybe I'll just make up a few of these just so we have them. I don't have to worry about this for a minute. All right, so it uses, I guess, 3 pieces of coal per operation is what it appears. Cool. Well, anyway, we got this going. So once this is finished up, we will change this over so it uses, or so it's powering our lasers so we can make some of these other things that we need. So I'm going to need some of the other power stuff. Well, what was it for? There was another kinesis pipe that we could get more power out. I can't remember if it was the quartz ones. Or was it emerald? Anyway, I guess we can just use the wooden kinesis pipes. It is so hard to find stuff. A wooden kinesis pipe, that's 320 RF. That's more than what we need. I guess we can just use the quartz ones to put the power into things. All right, so are we good here? We have 4 of those things. All right, so let's put down our wooden kinesis pipe. Like so. How many lasers do we have? We have 3 lasers. All right, so we're going to need 3 of these quartz pipes. All right, and then we can put the lasers right on here. And then we can put down our assembly table right here. Should work. All right, so now we just need to get some redstone and a little bit of iron so we can make the different chipsets that we need. There's 12 pieces. We have a few more blocks in there, so we should be good. All right, so if I put in 1 redstone and 1 iron, how long does this take? It's probably going to take a minute. Yeah, the power's going to all 3 of those now. They're warming up. And yeah, that goes quite slowly. We could definitely use some more lasers over here. So this would go a little bit faster. But yeah, we only needed the 1 iron chipset, I think. Let's just take a look. Yeah, we need the 1 iron, then we need a few of the redstone ones, and these take way less power. So anyway, let me go ahead and get some of this stuff knocked out. I'll probably end up just making these circuits off camera, just tin, redstone, and some water in the carpenter. We already got, I believe we already made the carpenter. I know we made one of the forestry machines. Let me just double check if we have that or not. So yeah, sure enough, we did have a carpenter in the inventory there. It's so hard to find things, guys. Like, even though you can kind of like highlight the items that you're looking for, sometimes it's still hard to see them. That's one too many redstone. All right, so I was just gonna make up 8 of these just so we had a few extras. Let's put the extra redstone here. We'll go ahead and create 1 more of these things. And there we go. There's 8 of those circuits. Nice. Turn this thing off. Yeah, when you turn off the combustion engine, it still uses a little bit of water and it cools itself down. I don't know what happens if it runs out of water at this point, but yeah, it does use the water from the water cans for sure. Yeah, and these things, the cans themselves are only 3 pieces of tin, makes 12 of them, so they're rather inexpensive, especially since we can grow all of the tin that we ever want. Cool, so we got that done. So what's left that we need to do here? Looks like just put some pieces together and we can make these basic control circuits. Let's go ahead and get that done. So just right down here, and we need to make 2 of these. All right, so we got that done. What else do we need? Osmium ingots we have on us. We need steel plates, which I don't think we have on us, but we have over here. I do have a few extras, I believe. So there's 2 more steel plates. All right, and then the steel casing. There's that. So we should have everything together. Oh no, we need a bucket of lava. Now I remember seeing there was a recipe for this. Yeah, so 4 fire essence around a bucket will make a lava bucket. Let's just do that real quick then. Bucket. There's our lava bucket, and there is our crusher. Nice. We are definitely coming along quite nicely. All right, so now that we got the crusher, we're gonna need some gunpowder. We have 18, but like I said, we can take creeper essence. We'll have to get these things growing, but yeah, 4 creeper essence in the 4 corners like this will make 12 more gunpowder. So we can definitely get some stuff going here. So there's over a stack. Nice. All right, so the crusher we can just stick over here, I would imagine, like so. That is getting power. Let's turn this thing back on. Why was that red for a second? I don't know. That was scary. All right, so we got that, and we'll put the gunpowder here. Now that's kind of noisy. We can get this thing sped up. Like I said, if we put in the upgrades here, we have speed and energy, so it uses less energy. Oh, muffling. That's good. I guess muffling would make it so it doesn't make the sound. That's probably something we're going to want. So there we go. There's saltpeter. That'll get us to the point where we can make fertilizer. yeah, now that we have a way that we can actually make fertilizer, it will make sense to start diving into the Forestry Multi Farms. Yeah, I mean, then we can get stuff automated. That's going to be really, really awesome. Okay, so we're going to let this thing crush down. Oh, it makes little particles. I didn't notice that before. What else do we have? We're probably going to want to make sure this thing stays full of power, or full of water, so it doesn't explode. So I'll babysit this for a little while. We'll get ourselves a stack of the saltpeter. We should probably look at making these multi-farms. Let's go and clear out our stuff down here. So we can just search for a farm. Yeah, there are the robots. I was thinking we could do the robots, but honestly, we would probably make these and then move on to the multi-farms later anyway, so it just kind of makes sense to go straight to these, I believe. So we're going to need to make electron tubes, which is through the thermionic fabricator. So that's another machine we haven't made yet. So the thermionic fabricator is a sturdy casing plus an improved chest, apparently. I wonder if it's just any chest. Okay, regular vanilla chest will work. Some gold and some glass. All right, so that's not so bad. Let me go ahead and craft this guy up. We need the rolling machine for that sturdy casing, as we found out last time. Yeah, let me go ahead and craft that up, and we'll start making some of these electron tubes. I'll find out what other tubes we're gonna need. I don't know if it's just that. So if we do like the gearbox, all right, so we need 10 gears. That's not so bad. The valve, more tin, farm control. So we're gonna need a golden electron tube. So some gold through the thermionic fabricator. That isn't a problem. There's a hatch. All right, so trapdoor, tin. Yeah, it's not so bad. We should be able to make all this stuff. The one thing though, we do need stone bricks. So we're gonna need a lot of the stone. Is there a way that we can get stone? Crack stone through the crusher will make smooth stone. I guess we're just going to have to make a whole lot of... I'm just gonna have to smelt down a lot of stone. Yeah, we have vanilla furnaces, right? I can go ahead and do that. So let me get to it, guys, and we'll be right back. All right, guys. Well, since we got power over here, it's just kind of convenient to stick all of our machines over here for right now. So yeah, we made the thermionic fabricator, and I set the pattern for some gold ingots and some redstone. We have all that right here. This thing has to heat up. Yeah, it's gonna melt some of this red sand into molten glass, or I guess liquid glass, which is fine. Yeah, and then we can go ahead and make our electron tubes like this. Pretty easy, pretty easy. I don't really know how many of these gold ones we need, but I might as well just make up a decent amount of them. Anyway, we can also swap this pattern out for tin. We do need the tin ones, like so. All right, so there is our golden ones, and here's our tin ones. So yeah, it just takes a minute for us to shift click these into our inventory. But yeah, that should allow us to get going here with the farm blocks. Yeah, we are gonna go ahead and do the stone brick one. I was thinking we could do these other ones, like the bricks or the smooth sandstone or nether bricks, but honestly, I think quartz we can farm. We have seeds for that, but honestly, it would just take a long time to get all that stuff, and I think the stone brick will just look better since a lot of our base already is made out of that stuff. Something like regular brick or sandstone is going to stand out too much, I do believe. So we got an array of 9 furnaces here smelting down stone into smooth stone right now. So yeah, we'll wait for this stuff to complete. I'll go ahead and make up some of these different components that we need to make our farm blocks and the other different various pieces for this thing. Why is there... Oh, that's a gravestone villager corpse. Huh, I didn't know that was a thing. Anyway, let me go ahead and wait for some more of this stuff to complete, guys, and we will continue on. All right, guys, well, I put together a lot of the different blocks that we needed to get the multi-farm going, and there it is over there on our, I guess that's our south platform. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. That is the maximum size. That's how much space it takes up. So it looks like we'll be able to put maybe a total of 5 on one of these if we go the max size, which we probably want to go. So anyway, let's get a closer look on the real size of this thing so you guys get a better idea. So yeah, the way this works is the center multi-block structure here. This has to be 5 by 5 by 4. So it goes all the way down to the grass. And we'll probably end up insetting this all into the ground, but I wanted to lay this out just because it was easier for right now. Anyway, so the way, yeah, this is set up, this is a 5 by 5 by 4. And then from each of these corners, you go out 11. So yeah, we got 5 long by 11 here. Yeah, and then it's just diagonal all the way down to the other side. That's 5 by 11 as well. So yeah, that's how these things are laid out. So it's a pretty big area. I think it says there's 400 spots available to be planted here. So 400 is a lot of crops. Anyway, we're gonna need 400 pieces of tilled soil. I guess the garden soil. We don't quite have that many, but we do have a decent amount. In fact, it might be a good idea if I just go and grab a builder's wand to do this. But I was checking out in creative mode. I had like a mini panic attack. I was like, what if this actually doesn't work with the magical crops? What if it only works with the vanilla crops? But yeah, I went and I checked it out in creative mode just to be double sure. And yeah, it does work. But in order to get that to work though, we're going to need the intricate circuit board, I believe. So that's gold plus redstone in the carpenter. Let's go ahead and get this cooking up right now. So there's gold, some redstone, and I believe we have some water over here. Yeah, we're definitely going to need one of these things. And then we're also going to need copper electron tubes. I didn't get any of this stuff pre-made. I should have done that, but I didn't. Bucket of water. Done. All right, let me grab another bucket here to get my thing filled. Give it to me right now. There it is. All right. So we're going to need some copper electron tubes. We should go ahead and get those cooking up as well. So it's copper ingots. We're only going to need 4. We're going to make more of these eventually. 2 redstone. I think that's all we need over there. We might need some of the sand actually. All right, so we got that. We were going to grab a builder's wand, which I do have on me. I forgot about that. All right, cool. So let's get these copper ones cooking up. Just change this pattern over like so. I guess that did run out of the liquid glass. I was going to say gas. Did this thing? Oh, we ran out of fuel. That's why. All right, that's fine. That's fine. There we go. That's why. Yeah, I guess if the thermionic fabricator runs out of power, it loses the the melted glass that was in there, or the melted sand. Huh. All right, maybe I knew about that before. I don't know. Anyway, so we got that going. We got our intricate circuit board cooking up here. We're also going to need a soldering iron. And that is in the carpenter, so we need another thing of water. So iron and bronze. Let's go and grab these different items. Yeah, I think the soldering iron, I think it's a disposable item. I think you're gonna have to make more of those over time, but to get a few uses out of it. I know we have bronze in here somewhere. There. All right, so we'll need 1 more bucket of water in the carpenter. There's our intricate circuit board. Go ahead and clear out this pattern. So iron, and then 1 bronze. Cool, and that will cook up and give us the thing that we need. How are we doing over here? There is our copper electron tubes. All right, here we go. So soldering iron, you just right click on this guy. We're gonna put the intricate circuit board here. We need to switch this over to manual farm. Yeah, and then we're gonna put the copper electron tubes in here. These are orchards is what we're going for. I did try, I think it was a tin for the crops. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, the orchard seems to work with this particular stuff with the magical crops. I don't have any of the crop sticks on me, do I? Nope. Or the seeds. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and stick this in here and I'll finish laying this thing out here in just a second. All right, so you put the circuit board right there. Turns it all to little cherries. Yeah, it says orchard. All right, so we're going to need fertilizer in here. We're going to need water, and then we're also going to need to provide it with a little bit of power. By the way, the multi-block structure doesn't form unless you have a farm gearbox in here. So if you do the whole thing out of farm blocks, yeah, it won't form at all. Put that right there. Nothing happens. It does take a second for this thing to form up normally, but yeah, if you don't have the gearbox in there, it won't form up. There it goes. And yeah, it keeps the circuit in there. Cool. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to get water in this farm. We'll probably end up doing another one of the water tanks. I don't think it uses too much water, but if it ends up using a whole lot, we can look at getting the pumps going and all of this stuff. All right, so we got the farm set up. We're gonna need the fertilizer. I've been cooking up a lot of the saltpeter over here. I have the creeper seeds going. I was turning that into the gunpowder, running that through our crusher machine over here. Yeah, we should have a decent amount of the saltpeter made up now, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's still doing its thing. All right, cool. But anyway, let me go ahead and get the garden soil over there. I'm gonna till it. Gonna put down the crop sticks. We'll get some seeds over there. We'll get some fertilizer, and we'll be back, guys. All right, guys. Well, I laid down some tilled garden soil here, and then I planted some crops on it. We got some coal, we got some essence, just a couple different varieties, so we had something to harvest. I did put in a stack of fertilizer here, and then we are full of water thanks to our water tank. This is filling up with water, but for right now, it is filling up this hobbyist steam engine. Yeah, since the hobbyist steam engine is right next to it, it's providing water to this. And then on top of the farm, I didn't mention this, I did put in a farm valve in the top center, so that's what this thing is sitting on. So it's providing water to that farm valve, which is filling this up, and it's also filling this guy up as well. So the only thing we have left to do is turn that hobbyist steam engine on to provide the farm with power, and I think everything should be fine. Maybe, hopefully. Let's turn it on. It's gonna take a second for this thing to heat up and then to provide power. I honestly don't know how much power these farms take. Yeah, and eventually we can move the farm gearbox underneath, so we can provide power to this one, and then the other farms from all underneath. We won't have to see the engine. Same thing with the water. We can pipe the engine or the water in from the bottom and all of this stuff. Another thing, I have another gearbox underneath this block here, and then I have some gold transport pipe underneath the ground that is connected over to this chest. I do believe the farm will push items from the bottom into a Buildcraft transport pipe. So if everything goes right, we should see items over here. I just saw that it picked an item over here though. Yeah, I think it just harvested this particular one. Yeah, it's harvesting this one, so it is doing stuff. Oh, you know what? The coal's right here. Maybe... Oh no, it's gone. I was gonna say maybe the coal has to be in... Or I'm sorry, the farm hatch had to be in the center or something. But it looks like it is sending the items over here. Cool. So, all of our stuff is being harvested automatically. The only thing we needed to do is provide that engine with coal, which we could probably loop this golden pipe over here to feed up into this thing somehow. But like I said, it'll probably be better with this gearbox underneath. Then the pipes can come through, provide the steam engine with coal as it comes through the pipe. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty cool. Well, obviously we'll have to auto craft this into coal, not just the essence. We can't do that, but yeah, you guys get the idea. When we get Applied Energistics hooked up, everything will be a little bit easier. But for right now, the simple amount of automation, yeah, this is really, really good. It'll pick a little bit faster once this hobbyist steam engine fills up. And how are we doing here in water? Is that providing... looks like we're not giving it enough water. It is using water. How about the farm? Yeah, it's providing water to the farm. Every time I harvest, it looks like it uses a bit of water. Okay, so this is not going to be enough. We're going to have to look at a better way of providing both of these things with water. Or we're just going to move on to the combustion engine and then have the entire water tank going specifically for this. Or we'll look at the Buildcraft pumps. There's a few other things we can do. But yeah, that is looking pretty good to me. I'll probably end up putting in some kind of a floor underneath here, because right now we're going straight down to the ocean down below. We're going to need somewhere to walk so we can mess around with the bottom sides of these farms and get all the pipes ran and get the engine room going and things like that. That'll be something we'll look at in an upcoming episode, maybe next time. I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, automated essence coal, essence dust. I like it, guys. This is going to be really awesome. We're going to have to get a way to get fertilizer in here as well, which it doesn't go through a lot of it, but it does use the fertilizer. So another, like, another hatch or something piping this stuff in will be good enough for that. But anyway, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap the episode up here for today. I had a lot of fun messing around with this stuff, making sure it all worked. Like I said, I had a mini panic attacks, like, oh no, what if I record this whole episode and this thing doesn't work? But yeah, it works. It's pretty awesome. Hope you guys liked the episode. Remember to leave a like on it if you did. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.